What's up everybody, I'm Danny with The Neighbor's Kitchen and welcome. In today's video, we're going to sous vide bacon. This was a viewer submitted suggestion. He said that it'll cut down on time in the morning for pre-cooking your bacon, and apparently it saves on time with cleanup as well, so we're gonna try it. We're gonna use a good old immersion cooker. I got a pound of bacon here ready to go. I think I got everything out, so hey. Let's get cooking and see if this is the key to your morning bacon. So the first step in this little experiment is we need to bag up our bacon. You do not want to cook directly in the pack. This is not necessarily safe for cooking. It's probably fine for storage and transportation, but your food saver bags are naturally BPA, LMNOP free. So let's go ahead and my guy who suggested this says he does 4 pounds at a time. I'm gonna start out with just 1 pound for today, since this is the first time going about it. So we're gonna make a little thing here. Actually, probably should have made that wider. We'll go about the width of a bag. Will these fit? Well, there I go, always doing things the hard way. We'll get it one way or the other. So he says to do 4 or 5 pieces laid out in a row between parchment paper to help them from sticking. No, actually this is going to work out quite well. Let's get another piece here. How many squares is that? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. Get another piece. Three layers of 4, so that'll do, well, for me that's 3 breakfasts. So now I'm gonna slide this over here, make sure we get a big enough bag, and then we're going to seal, and as soon as the light goes off we can pop this open. I think actually I'm going to, since this is going to be a little bit of a longer bag, we'll go that way. And now carefully, like I said, we got to carefully there we go. Okay. Slide that in there. Make sure the lip is in the catch tray. Put it on operate. Switch it to moist. Vac seal. And then when our light goes off, we are done. We have a nice seal on both sides. There's our 1 pound of bacon. So now we're going to slide over here. Yep. I don't think that's going to work because we're supposed to cook this for 12 to 24 hours, and overnight while I'm sleeping, the water's going to evaporate and that top piece of bacon is going to be uncovered by the water. So let's go ahead. This is an 11 quart sous vide box, for the record. Let's go ahead, and we can probably reuse this, but I think what we want to do, all right, here's what we're gonna do. We'll cut our paper in a little different manner. We'll go up to this line. Let's go 1, 2, 3. Do another 3. Here I think we can probably steal this piece of parchment. And we'll also steal this piece of parchment. Smells bacony. There we go. I think this will work much better. And we're gonna cut this tail off. And we're gonna cut the excess off here. What do you think of that? So now we have 4 layers of 3. And we'll bring our bag over here. Whoops. That was my bad. Go ahead and flatten that out. I'm going to leave it all towards one side, so this will be our bottom. And this we can fold over, not a big deal. Once again, operate position, set to moist, vac seal, and here we go. These things are highly customizable. So I think actually what we're going to do is we're going to put these walls in at an angle. I think that'll help us with our space issue. I'm going to fold that tail in, place it down. There's that. There's that. Everything's nice and folded over on itself. I'm going to put that in. Just check our fitment. Yeah, I like that. I think that'll be okay. Let's go ahead and fill this with water. Okay. Not going all the way to the top because now we gotta carefully bring it back. Yeah. Don't even think I spilled anything. So whenever you're sous videing, whatever you're sous videing, you want to be sure that you have heat protection. If your countertops are any kind of stone, masonry, tile, or cement, especially for elongated times, that heating and contrasting can cause crackage or adhesive failure. So just be aware of that. And we're going to take our Innova. This is the 1000-watt model. And we'll put it in a corner here. Clamp it down. Plug it in. We're going to set our temperature to 145 degrees. We're going to set our time to 24 hours. I don't think I'm going to go 24 hours, but, and then we hit the play button. We're going to let this cycle overnight. I will see you back here tomorrow for breakfast to see if this is a viable breakfast hack. So I'm excited for that. I'll bring you in overnight if there's anything interesting to share, but I honestly suspect this is going to be pretty boring. It just sits there and cooks. It's going to bring up that water to exactly 145 degrees and cook our bacon 360 degrees around. It's not going to look pretty, so we have to finish it in a pan in the morning. I'm just going to keep my eye on this because this water will slowly evaporate, and we just want to make sure that the level stays as high as it can. You want it always to be covering your food. So there we have it. I'm excited. Drop your predictions down in the comments below, and I'll see you tomorrow. Okay, good morning everybody. It is the following day. I believe we started our bacon around 3 in the afternoon yesterday. It's 11:30. So we got about 20 and a half hours cooking at 145 degrees. I've just been keeping my pitcher here on hand and keeping this topped off. You can see here we're pretty good. And yeah, I can see a lot of bacon grease kind of forming everywhere. So let's go ahead and get a pan preheated. I'm going to let this get all the way up to temperature, and then we'll open this up and see about finishing it. Put the rest in the fridge for later, and we're about to find out if this is our new bacon hack. We are up to temp, and I think our move here is to prime the skillet with a little bit of bacon grease. I don't know. We'll leave that out in case we need more. Go ahead and pause that. Let's snake this out of there. There we go. Yeah, look at that. We're just gonna cut a little corner here. But let's go ahead and see about getting these finished. So this is cooked. You could eat this right now. But you can see this is not what we're looking for texture-wise. Sizzly. Should have used my bigger pan. So if I understand this correctly though, all we're doing here is crisping it up. It's a little sticky. It's crisping up quite quickly. Look at that. I think that's about where I want it. I should have taken note of the time. I will decipher the time that took to cook from the camera. Definitely less of a mess. And I'm gonna let this cool for a minute. For later in the week, I think our move is to slide it right into a Ziploc. We'll put that in the fridge for later this week. That couldn't have been more than 5 minutes. Okay, I'm impressed. That's really crispy. Okay. Wow. That's pretty neat. So I have pre-cooked bacon in the fridge that takes just a couple of minutes to crisp up. This is going to be a real game changer, not for breakfast, but sandwiches and burgers. How often do you make a sandwich just being simple? You're like, I'd really like some bacon on this. But you're like, I'm not going to fry up some bacon. It takes too long. I want the sandwich now. Chris, thanks for sharing this recipe with us. This was a fun video to make. Hope you all enjoyed it. I'm going to give this a green check mark on this is certainly a breakfast hack. Nice and simple, a little bit of planning ahead, but this also fits under the meal prep category. Pleased with this? Very good. Guys, thanks so much for hanging out with me today. Till next time, be well.